What up, internet? It's been a while, a few years. Yeah, I'm gonna start making videos again. There's just a lot of stuff going on that I gotta talk about, and you know, I just don't really know what direction I'm gonna go in. It's been a while. I stopped making videos for a couple different reasons. You know, a little older now, got some new opinions, so I figured I'd get back in the swing of things. Wanted to make a video this morning about this thing that's going on in Virginia. I guess it's the Unite the Right, like, you know, hate marches or whatever. Now, if you know my channel, I've talked about the racial issue before. You know, to me, it's just this thing that, like a lot of the issues I talk about, it puzzles me that they're not, like, the issues are not fixed yet. But, you know, that's why I gotta just talk about them, you know, because it's just, there's a lot of people in the world that I apparently need help understanding, like, really basic shit. So you have, I guess, all these white people, and I'm sure there's a few brown people that are sprinkled in, but you have, I guess, from what I understand, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, primarily a group of angry white people who feel that they've been disenfranchised in some way. And then you have the other side of the protest, which would be what I view as probably a mix of, you know, white people, black people, other people, and the rest of society that kind of feels like we're just trying to figure out how to all just coexist, right? So this is like a long video. I can't really cram these videos down into too short. You know, I'm gonna try, but so you have like the Black Lives Matter movement, right? Which a lot of white people like to get all angry and snippy and say like their little passively racist comments and whatnot when they're around only white people. You know, then you have like the openly, well, there's Black Lives Matter, what about White Lives Matter and all this. It's like, so it's got to be the same for them. And, you know, that whole thing it's a little ridiculous. You know, like, the reason that Black Lives Matter has kind of came about is because there's just a lot of bad shit that goes on that I think a lot of white people are just ignorant to. And I know I'm a white person too. You know, you don't have to tell me that. I'm aware of that. And I kind of feel like I'm able to speak on this topic a little bit more than everyone else because I'm with a black woman. I've been with a black woman for almost my whole adult life, pretty much. I have 2 children with her. So I grew up in a white household, and I experienced the white culture and holidays and family time and all of those things. And then for the last 10, 12 years, I've been in black family time and black holidays and culture. You know, not all the time, but, you know, that's what my life has been. So it's very, very frustrating for someone like me to see on TV these large groups of black people and large groups of white people just basically screaming at each other like assholes. Because at the end of the day, and I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, at any point, correct me if I'm wrong, the assholes that are white on the one side and the assholes that are black on the other side that are pointing their finger at each other and screaming at each other and calling each other whatever cute racial slurs they want to come up with in their angry moment, they are the same person. You know, so it's like when you're a person like me, I don't know, like I try not to get too emotionally involved or angry about issues. Some of them I do. But like, you know, when you look at situations like this and you have all of these individuals, because everybody involved in these fucking big riot fight bullshit things, they're all just individuals, right, that are pissed off about something or scared about something, so they figure they're gonna just go out and make problems and yell at each other and fucking throw piss and do all kinds of just ridiculous shit that, you know, if you talk to them all individually on a normal level, like, dude, why did you throw piss at that person? They'll be like, I don't know, I just got caught up in the moment. But it's like, you know, these people, you guys are making everybody look bad, you know? Just fucking stop. Everybody just stop and relax. Stop with the labels. Stop calling each other fucking Dems, rights, fucking whatever little term. There's so many that just swum in my head there in that moment. I don't think swum is a word. Swam. Well, you swam. There's so many that just went through my head. I can't even really like start throwing them out, but that is the problem. The problem is that there are so many of you that are so fucking stupid that you don't realize that you and your negativity and your hatefulness and your anger is the fucking problem. Because instead of checking that shit when you wake up in the morning, instead of looking at yourself in the mirror like an adult and saying, I'm gonna handle myself today, I'm gonna make sure I'm taking care of my responsibilities, I'm gonna try to be kind to people, I'm gonna be there for my family, I'm gonna smile, I'm gonna do all nice things instead of being an asshole, right? That's really just the basis of where our problems are. You know, everybody that is involved in all of these little marches and these hate marches, I don't give a fuck whether you're black or you're white. If you are out there and you're screaming hateful shit and you're doing negative hateful shit, you are a piece of shit and you are the problem. That is, as near as I can say, or near as I can see, the fact, the overall fact of what's going on, all right? So the solution to situations like this is if everybody just stops acting like assholes, right? You know, there's all of these people, like everybody likes to think that they're the one that is in the know, and like, you know, this whole political thing that is going on, I don't even want to mention the orange fucking buffoon's name, right? I don't even want to mention it because there are things about him that I respect and like as a businessman, but then as a man, he's just a piece of shit. He has no idea how to be a man and be a leader. And if you disagree with me, that's fine. You know what I mean? It's a cool thing. But what has happened is we've had this culture shift now, and I've watched it happen. You know, when Barack got elected, there was a lot of angry white people. You know, everybody there was not everybody, but there was all kinds of shit being said. It was a fucking moment where, you know, everyone had to just adjust, and we adjusted. And like, you know, you could say what you want about Barack Obama's presidency. It was wasn't perfect, definitely not perfect. But the man did a pretty good job and kept everybody safe. Dropped a lot of bombs on foreign countries, get it. Nobody's perfect, right? But right now, what's happening is we are allowing this dude, Trump, and it's not just Trump's fault. It really isn't. I'd like to blame it all on him, but it's not. It's the fucking ignorance in this country. It's just the straight ignorance to not just be able to see what you're actually doing and what you're being a part of. You know, like I said, all of you people that partake in this shit and spread your negativity, you're all fucking guilty. You're all suspect. You're all the same. So when you're out there and you're screaming at some black dude's face, calling him a nigger, calling him whatever, or if you're some black dude and you're out there fucking spitting at white people, saying you're gonna kill them, doing all this fucking crazy shit, if you are doing those things, it doesn't matter what color you are. That's the thing that I think a lot of you motherfuckers don't understand. It doesn't matter what color you are. If you're doing that, you're the fucking problem. Do you get it? You're the problem. So stop, because the rest of us are tired of dealing with it.